the Hall of Fame. Hey, boxeo.
Y'all must have forgot.
Y'all must have forgot.
In the booties.
Attention.
Yeah.
Friends came in at 1.
This is a mega.
It's a weekly wrap-up.
It's paydays.
Judge on the panel.
Very competitive.
Jan!
T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yeah, shot.
Fight.
Yo, how you going? It's Lady Shan, rep nonetheless, and welcome to the weekly wrap-up show. We in the booties in. Oh my God! Finally made it. Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I am late. Oh my God! It is a very kind of hot night in the UK at the minute. It's muggy, mate. It's muggy. Let me just quickly do this banner because I had to do connectivity. We're gonna have a little something. Hold up. You know how we do. You know how we do. You know, hold up. You can hear my phone. It's on and popping, baby. Oh, we've always got our own little banner, little thing, me and him. Anytime he touches base, I don't even have to change it. I just click it on and it's on, isn't it? All right, hang on. Let's go. Hang on, just doing that. Oh, I've got to rearrange. Do you know what? You smashed it with how you arranged, but I've got to rearrange the desk. Bailey, I do. Because I've got to take this off the arm and put this on I've got a stand. Anyway, the show is called All of My People Were Liddy Again. Liddy again. Yo, we're Liddy again. Are we lit? Yeah, we always lit up here. Let me do this banner because this show is Navarrete versus Suarez. CACACE versus Wood. TEOFIMO. You know, the racism was in the Buddhism. It's a racist Buddhism. TEOFIMO needs to just take a chill pill. Is that okay? That's like that. Hold up, guys. Let me just do it. Oh, there's some other great news as well. Like some really good news of with my Uncle Ron Don, Uncle Ronnie. You know, I'll tell you in a bit. He'll be on the show as well. Not today, but he will be on the show. Maybe I'll put this here. God. This house, do you know what? It's my cleaner. She arranges things so fucked up. And she tries to do the best, but you know, sometimes it's wrong. So let me just write this down. Is it Nava? Yeah, Navarrete. Ya tú sabes. Navarrete versus Suarez. 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 CACACE are Italian Irish. CACACE. CACACE versus Wood. Who I think Lee Wood is. I forgot what he's little old mixed with. I've got too much things near my hand. Wood. I hope you guys have had a good day anyway. That's what I do hope. I do hope. I usually do ask you guys. My bad. Where is my manners? Versus Wood. TEOFIMO Lopez. TEOFIMO. You know, covering what's happened in the 7 days of boxing. TEOFIMO Lopez. And this is taking me ages to write. I ain't got no big, long, fast typing speed. The weekly wrap up. Shiggity. Wrap up. So, are we there? Nearly done it without a spelling mistake. Girl, where your glasses? Where your glasses? We can wrap up. Shiggity. What? Shiggity. So. Okie dokes. So I'm gonna bring on. I'll save the members till after the members only roll call till after. Okie dokes, because I'll bring my my trusty cohorts. Me. I'm introducing. Introducing. It's introducing the 5 fan figures. AJLD. What up, guys?
Salute.
You been good?
What's happening? Thank you for joining me as usual. Sorry for my tardiness, but you know where we at? We at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity. What? Shiggity. Yeah, you know, let's just say like in the chiggity chat. Jimmy, bless up, stay consistent. Oh yeah, I haven't seen Jimmy. Do you remember Jimmy? Oh Lord, let me. I could drop the little link in there as well. I forgot. Last week we had a really good little chiggity show, didn't we? Which Jimmy is that? It's not the one that always stalks me. You love me, you hate me, you hate me, you love me. Is this one? Which Jimmy is it, Lisa? Bruce Gas. We got Gas. We're gonna speak to Sugar Shane in a minute, and just find out what's going on. What up? Skills from New Orleans, my guy. Leon. Sorry. Leon. Skills pays the motherfucking bills, don't it? It pays the bills. I'll tell ya. Shouts out to my sister, the Queen Lisa Bales. One of the best moderators in these YouTube streets. Nobody can tell me any different. Love you, mum. Hey, sister, soul sister, better get that glow, sister. All right, so. Guys, we're just going to jump into the meat and bones and let's just get to the Sugar Shane Mosley bit, shall we? And then we'll just chop it up afterwards. Shane's going to come on and talk about, well, not let me just do the dab thing. Let me just phone old Mosley, one of the Hall of Famers. Took all of the toughest fights. Win, lose, or draw. Shane never actually got any draws, did you, Shane? Shaney Bobaney. No, you didn't. Hold up. Let's go. Let's have a go. Let's get Shane Bobaney on. Hello, Shane Mosley. Bobaney, it's Shaney. What up, Shane?
How you doing? What's going on?
Everything and nothing. Thanks for, you know me, Shane. I'm always a little bit late, innit? You know me. You know, like, I'm always a bit late.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's bad, isn't it? Is it bad?
It's bad.
It's getting better. It'll get better year by year, month by month. Don't worry. I've got better. Last week I was on time as well, so I get better. I'm making. Can you? Are you watching the screen? No, you can't because you're on the phone, innit?
I'm on the phone. Yeah.
Did you see what it was? Did you see what the show was looking like? Did you click the link?
I have no idea.
No, you didn't click the link.
I can't.
No, but that was before, Shane. When I
it wouldn't come on.
Oh, okay. It wouldn't come on.
Yeah, I don't know, the Wi-Fi or something like that might be different. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we're on live. You know, everybody's locked in and locked on. So yeah. We got Shane. We got to talk, didn't we? Where do we start, Shane? So Shane, when you was here in January, and you know, we discussed said about the Devin Haney thing, and we didn't know it was. I was like, I'd love Devin Haney to, get some assistance and stuff and that. And you was like, yeah, I could tell him how to turn over a punch, show the velocity to generate the power. Remember, you was teaching me how to do it.
Yeah, I'll teach you that. I mean, I definitely showed him a lot of different stuff, but
wait, Shane, let me get.
It was nothing that he did in the fight.
Shaney, let me get.
Go ahead.
Let me get to it. So you showed me how to do the punches. So I was learning how to do a little, try to do my little Sugar Shane Shanny. All right, I tried to do it, and he was showing me how to, and I got it. I was like, yeah. So then we went to the Ring Magazine Awards, and there we saw Bill Haney and Shaney Bob Haney and Devin Haney Bob Haney. Are you not all related? Because all your names rhyme. So we saw them.
We saw everybody. Everybody was there, right?
We saw everybody, didn't we? There was Canelo. There was Turkey Shake. There was
Canelo. Yeah.
There was
Brother Red.
Oi, Shane, the Billy Dib story, I'm still dying. When we saw him, and he told me the day before, and then we went and saw him, and you went, look, tell her the story, and he went, and he knew exactly what the story was. He can't beat you. He can't beat you, Shin.
I was sparring Oscar in Puerto Rico for his fight with Mayweather.
Yeah.
And we were smart. I was hanging out every day in Puerto Rico, going to the water on the beach. I was drinking, doing all kinds of stuff. And then I sparred Oscar, and I'm just, just touching him up every day.
Yeah.
And Billy just came to the corner, and my corner said, he was like, Sean, he really can't beat you.
Yeah,
he can't beat you, Shane. He can beat you, mate.
Really can't beat you. Shane was drinking in this camp, like, because remember he's there as a sparring partner. Shane was trying to get Oscar ready for his fight. Who was he fighting? Who was he fighting? Mayweather, right?
Mayweather.
And you had already fought him. Had you already fought Mayweather by this point?
No, I hadn't fought him then. I hadn't fought Mayweather then.
Oh, you hadn't fought. Oh, okay.
So he fought Mayweather first.
Yeah, Oh my God! Yeah. After and it was boring. No. We fought. It was a close fight, and he didn't give. And Mayweather didn't give him the rematch, even though he said he would, but he didn't give him the rematch. No. It was a close fight though. With the one, yeah.
It was a good fight. It was a pretty good fight. Yeah, it was
a good fight. I was talking about the boring fight was Manny Pacquiao. Yeah. And anyway, Shane was doing everything that he shouldn't be, and Oscar still wasn't able to still wasn't
to do nothing. Connect.
And Billy Dib, Billy Dib, the boxer, he's Australian, right? So he was the corner. He was up and coming then. Yeah, he was up and coming then, and he was doing the corner work, right? And he goes to Shane. Once he saw what Shane had been doing for the past week or whatever he was doing, and Oscar still couldn't get the better of him. He went to Shane. He really can't beat you, mate. He really can't beat you. See when Shane told me that story? I don't care. I was dead.
And I didn't talk to Billy either. I didn't see Billy. No. I walked away. I said, just tell Billy, the story.
Yeah, you went, just tell him the story. And he told me the story, and that was it. He knew what the story was. I was dying. Fucking dying. But shouts out to Billy Dibb. He's a lovely person. So, okie dokie. So basically, you saw Bill Haney. You spoke to Bill Haney. You saw and Devin Haney. And then you made all the connections. And where did it go from there? Because after you left me, how did it happen? Because I just remember you then telling me like you're gonna go in camp and da 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 at Big Bear. So tell me what happened and the timeline.
Yeah, I was just telling them that I could help them with turn over the shots and stuff like that, and he was interested. So he called me and wanted me to go to LA to work with him. So I went to LA, worked with him a little bit, and he was like, "Yeah, this is what we like." The whole team was excited.
Yeah.
And he looked really good in camp. I mean, like he was sparring with guys. So 26-1. I mean, the guys that were like undefeated.
Right.
And he was like giving them the business. I mean, the fight looked totally different from what I've seen in sparring. Well, what everybody sees in sparring, or just him working out. Period. I mean, Nate Jones was working with him really good and seeing a lot of good things. I mean, I have people that came to the camp and were like, man, they're gonna really be surprised when they see Devin fight. And I was like, yeah, man, I know that, man. I haven't seen look this good ever.
Yeah.
And I was convinced that a lot of people for the camp was convinced that he was gonna stop him.
Right.
But then we got in the ring. I think in New York, Bill must have told him like, man, you gotta protect the bag or something because and seeing the way Jose Ramirez hit the mids all hard and stuff, and he just got in his head that he wasn't gonna get hit with nothing. He's not gonna get touched.
Yeah. It was the first round.
And he just.
So it just. But going
the first round when I seen, I was like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Okay, maybe he's gonna jump around, kind of fill him out, see where he's at, and get his feet all mixed up, because he got fast legs." And then the second round came in. I was like, "Okay." I started tapping on him like, we're gonna do some combinations, set your feet down. Then Nate started screaming from the corner, "Settle down, champ! Settle down, champ! You can get up, champ!" And then you see Bill like, let him work, man. Let him work. Tell Nate to let him work.
Like you said, you was never going to be head trainer, but you came there for your input. But it was going to be what you said to Bill. And Bill would translate what you said to him and then give it over to Devin. Was that ever done?
Right. But I was never the head trainer, and I don't think anybody's going to ever be head trainer because Devin really loves his father so much where he's going to listen to everything Bill says. And, Bill does know some good stuff every now and then, but Bill has, for me, he does have a fighter's like mind, a fighter's mentality.
Mm-hmm.
He has more of a guy that looks at Mayweather and says, "Oh, hit and don't get hit." But no, sometimes you got to go to the storm to get what you need to get.
You got to be pretty boy before you can be Money May.
Yes, yeah, be pretty boy before you be Money May.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah. You get so that's what happened, and it seemed like Bill just had in his mind that he needs to win this fight to get to Ryan Garcia fight, and then once he got to the Reyes Garcia fight, everything else was going to play itself out. But I'm kind of scared of that one too because if you do that, I mean, I don't know, man. I just think Jose Ramirez is not in his league and nowhere near, and it's just seeing what I see in the fight or in the sparring. I know that Devin is way better fighter than what I've seen in that fight. Way better, like way better. So it hurts my soul because it's like, oh my God, and I know what you could do, and you did nothing. You did none of that.
So what was the point of having you in camp?
The plan was, I guess, at the beginning was to have him turn shots over what you was doing.
Yeah, to turn matches
and just the confidence of a legend that's in the corner, like telling you, like showing you the right stuff and showing the right stuff. But then you get to the fight, and then the game plan just changed around, I guess, with Bill or Devin, just so they can get to the next fight.
Mhm.
But man, he didn't have to do that. He had to fight like that. He could have fought differently. I mean, he was really a lot better than that.
So while she was in the corner and you saw that Devon literally wasn't doing what you suggested, what was Bill telling you? Would you vocalizing or verbalizing this to Bill, and was Bill taking heed what you were saying, or was it just you and Nate no longer needed to
No. Bill, just that, whatever, it was like, no. Like that, even like Nate was screaming, like, it was all about what Bill's plan was to make sure that he won the fight. And he didn't get none of that. But the scary part about it was, is him doing what he did, got him knocked out.
If he would have done what
because the guys run because if he do what I did, he would knock Ramirez out.
Yeah.
Do what he did. Do what he did. Run around the ring and stand there, try to stay away and all stuff. Would have got him knocked out because of the way Ramirez was running, and it would have more power. But if he would have hit him, if he'd been hitting him and knocking him out, so Ramirez would never come back with him because he didn't have no legs.
Yeah, but also circling to the right was the thing that you wanted him to do, which he did, but there was a but. Go ahead.
The circling to the right was the thing that I implemented to know how to get away, because I know if I make some stuff fires, so I know how to get away from left hooks and right, all that stuff, and buy shots. So I know how to get away from that stuff. But so they used it and they seen that it works, but they used it a different way. I use it for trying to knock somebody out. They use it for staying away, not getting hit with anything. They keep it off balance because they know how there's nothing he can do with it.
Right. So it was your way was circle to the right and then what? Come over the top with the right hand.
Yep, come on top of the right hand. Jab, come on top, give him the right hand. That notified left hook too. Rolly kind of did the same thing. Rolly did that with Ryan. He notified him with the overhand right and this is left hook. Boom.
Right. Rolly did amazing in the grand schemes. Rolly was the MVP. He was the MVP. Out of all of the lads, he performed the best. Him, TEOFIMO LOPEZ, of course, but I mean, you know him.
So Lopez did good too. I like the way boo. They both get,
Well, I mean, for Rolly to literally beat Ryan, let me ask you that.
That's more of a surprise.
Yeah, so let me ask you that the fact is that the weirdest thing is, look, you got to put a wow. I got to put this one. You know why I put wow? Because Devin Haney was trying to make sure Devin and Bill to make sure that they could secure the Ryan Garcia fight. But then in one foul swoop, they performed so badly. That now Ryan performed so badly, Devin performed so badly that nobody now wants to see them fight.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So ain't that a thing? Now nobody wants to see the fight. Not saying that the fight's not going to happen, but I'm not sure. My thought is, I think it could be a good fight because
Ryan's got a lot of confidence, and if Devin has some confidence too as well, then it could be. I don't know, man. That it could be still good because Ryan's going after him. You know what I'm saying?
But now you've seen both of their performances. Oh God, yeah, you're gonna have to. Who wins?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Ryan.
Devin.
Ryan's mentor wasn't there, and Devin's mentor wasn't there.
How did
His
he get
mentor,
it back?
Devin's mentor was there, but his mentor was there, but then it got away when I think he started talking to his father, and they came with the plan to do what they did.
Yeah, what?
And then Ryan,
Without letting
on the
you
other
know.
hand, he came. He had his take, huh?
Without letting you know that though. Are you talking about?
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know. That was it. I didn't know. I didn't know what Devin. I know Devin and Bill's plan was to move around the ring like that. I knew that. I knew they was going to the right, to the right hand, and the left hook, the jumping left hook, like Roy Jones,
Yeah.
like when a little left hit, the leaping left hook, like Roy Jones. It was that because I was gonna work with him if we used it, but he didn't use none of that. And that's why I was like, what the hell's going on here? But anyway, I mean, it is what it is. But mentally.
Go on.
And I think that I hate to have to blame it on Bill, but I have to be Bill because Bill was telling them that he needs to do this and maybe not scaring them, but scaring them into thinking that Jose Ramirez is some kind of killer when he's not.
I told you he's not. As well.
You know what I'm saying? Then
I said it's not a killer. Did you Ramirez?
No, I'm Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is more of a hitter than and rolling than them.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like you're doing it. So for his head, it was a mental thing with Devin that he had to do that. Well, he did, but he didn't. He actually put himself in harm's way by doing that. He could have actually knocked the dude out and beat him and look spectacular, and it would have been an easy fight for the next one.
The guys want to ask you a question. Leon, go ahead.
Yeah, I got one next too, but Leon first.
And AJ, they was like, quite the right. Can we ask a question? I'm like, yeah, just jump in and ask the question. Because they got questions for you. My co-host, Shaney, you know them anyway. Go ahead, Leon. No, you're muted. You're muted.
So just following on from your question about Ryan Garcia having more power than Ramirez, do you think once stepped in the ring, he might have still been?
I can't hear anything.
You're too lonely. You got to come. Yeah, you're really low.
I hear it.
Shane can't really hear you.
Well, you can't. Can you hear me now? Mic check.
Your voice is really low. Let me see if I can do a power turn up. Go ahead, Lee.
Can you hear me now, Shane?
He can hear you. It's just that you got quite a light voice. Is what he's saying.
I can't hear him, but you talk.
Okay, you can't hear him at all. All right.
Never really. No, you talk.
Okay, what was you saying, Lee? And then I'll repeat it. Go on, you repeat it as loud as you can, and then I'll repeat it anyway.
I was just saying, does Shane think Devin was afraid to engage once he stepped in the ring after the Garcia knockdowns? Was he maybe thinking of the last fight once he actually stepped into the ring and the game plan changed, or do you think that was always the game plan that Bill Haney was setting for him?
Okay, so he asked basically because Shane don't understand other English accents other than mine, Lee, for some reason. So I'm the
I literally can't even hear him.
No, I know he's low. It's low. He sounds exactly like me anyway, Lee. I mean Shane. Basically he's asking. Okay. So, do you think the fact that that Devin got dropped by Ryan so many times that basically scared him enough to go into this fight scared? And do you think that was always the game plan to fight how Devin fought, even though you was in the camp?
I don't think that was always the game plan, and I don't think Devin was actually scared of what happened to him, like being dropped over. I watched him sparring, and he actually was sparring pretty good, right? And it wasn't like worried about getting hit and all that stuff. Like he did good after the sparring, and he got guys that actually punched in sparring sessions. I think that when he got to New York, this is what I think. When he got to New York, they watched Jose Ramirez do mitts, hit and it looked like he was punching kind of hard. And I believe that the father might have got scared. I'm nervous that he, don't want to make sure he doesn't lose, make sure that's where he gets hit with a lucky shot or something like that. Just stay out the way. and win the fight. And so we don't care what anybody says about whatever you do. You're gonna win. You're gonna win the fight. Just win.
By any means necessary.
You're gonna win by any means necessary. Yeah.
Okay. AJ,
So I believe.
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
AJ,
I believe
got a
that was
question.
the problem.
Yeah. Go ahead, AJ LJ.
Yeah, just a very.
Can you hear Shane? Can you hear AJ if he talks? Go ahead.
Hello. Yo.
No, I
Hear me?
can't. Go ahead.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, but go ahead and I'll just repeat it. I don't know what the
Wow.
maybe it's one of my settings, but you should oh, okay, 1 second. I think I know why. Can you hear me, AJ?
I hear you.
No, see, this is where you guys can hear everybody. Oh, hang on. Let me do something. Un momento, por favor. See, this is where I can't hear you guys. I don't know why it does. AJ, check.
Mic check. Hello.
AJ, check.
Hello.
Might check.
AJ, check.
Yeah, hello.
Check. I can only hear you when I put it through the real through my laptop speakers. I'm not sure why. Check.
Mic check.
Muy interesante. I don't know why it does that, but go ahead, because Shane should be able to. I don't know. Maybe it's just Shane's thing as well.
Can you hear me now?
Shane should be able to hear you. I don't understand why Shane can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can't. Nothing.
You can't hear him at all.
Okay.
I can't hear him at all. I only hear you.
You only hear me. Oh.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me, right? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. So
Okay.
yeah, I'll have to. Maybe it's a tech issue, but I'll solve it like another time. But go ahead. I'll ask Shane.
Okay. I'm just curious. Like, what was the game plan going in? Was it to win on points, or was it to knock out Jose Ramirez? I'm just curious. I mean,
What was the game plan going in, to knock out Jose Ramirez or to win on points? Knockout. I already know that.
Well, my game plan was to knock him out and stop him. Pepper him up a couple of rounds, 1-2 rounds, him in the body a couple of times, have him get his feet all mixed up, and then do the jump left hook, straight right hands, or the overhand right hands, and circle to your right. That way he can't come back with nothing. He'll never come back because he can't hit you.
Talk, AJ.
So my game plan was to knock him out. I believe Dick Jones' game plan was to knock him out as well, or to be able to stop. Really, practice win the fight. And I thought Bill was on the same page as well. Like, we can possibly knock this guy out, not just beat him, let's beat the crap out of him, but just knock him out too. And I'm like, and they was like, no, Bill got to New York and was like, they're like, this is what we doing. And that's it. Like, Nick Jones wasn't really able to say the thing. Nobody was able to, it was only Bill, which was cool. I mean, I thought Bill was going to do the right thing, but that's why I was there.
But what was Nate
But,
doing?
he has his own plan.
AJ, if you
Nate was calling from the corner.
calling is doing the same thing as you, basically.
Can
you ask him if he's going to be in the camp any further? Any further fights?
To like talk and try to help him out, try to relay messages, whatever kind of way, like settle down. What are you doing? Like, you get him with the good shot, the clean shots that we've been working on. But
the money shot.
Man, I seen in his eyes that he was like, I'm just gonna win the fight. It doesn't matter how I win, but I'm winning.
Yeah.
Like I'm winning by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sure. The Malcolm X ones, that's what it feels like. AJ, speak. If you speak, check the mic. Can Shane hear you? Shane, can you hear him?
Hello.
No.
Nothing. Okay.
Interessante. I don't know if it's in Shane. Talk again, AJ.
Hello. Mic check.
Hear you. On the other settings, I can't ever hear you. So I don't know if that's just a tech issue, but usually Shane can hear who's on the panel, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually. And when I fiddle around with things, I can't hear them and you can't hear them. So I don't know. StreamYard's done some next set of settings and it's a bit crazy. Damn, man! I know you're in Puerto Rico. I know it's raining there because I look at the weather. But Shane,
well, actually, it's not really raining yet, but it's raining different spots.
Hang on, let me have a look. Let me have a look. It's hot here at the minute. Today's muggy and humid. Terrible. The mosquitoes are going to come out to play.
Nice.
And no, I can't take it. Remember, I'm not a Californian. To me, this is too much. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's we got no rain, bright sunshine every single day. Whereas Big Bear is cold, isn't it, Shane? I can see it. Big
cool,
Bear's
yeah.
It's cooled down. Yeah, you lot's got rainy season coming Wednesday onwards. It's going to be raining. Yeah.
In Big Bear?
No, in Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, from Wednesday onwards, it will rain every day for about a week. Or 8 days. I know, but it's rainy season and then it clears, doesn't it, and goes back to normal. That's how it goes. So what I wanted to ask you was also, so how have you left it with Bill? Because how do you feel that a lot of people have blamed you? Oh, well, we've had Sugar Shay Mosley in the corner, and this is Devin Haney's worst showing.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of frustrating. It's kind of frustrating because that's definitely none of my work. Nobody's work in the gym that we was training with. We did none of that. My ring is a 15 by 15 foot ring where you can't even run.
Yeah.
You have to fight. So that's another reason why I thought we were going to get some punches thrown, because the ring that I have at Big Bear is small. The ring they fought is 19 by 19. The ring that we have is 15 by 15.
No, the ring they fought it was 18 by 18.
So, or 18 by 18, whatever. But the ring he was working out was a 15 by 15.
Yeah, even smaller. Mm-hmm.
So, way smaller, right?
Yeah, you can't.
So I'm like, you can't run. It's a ring of fighting. So if he's doing that every day for a month and a half, there's no way that he can, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to do that. So
but what I'm saying
is, yeah, it's a disappointment. But what you said, how it left with Bill, I mean, I see that Bill's going to do what Bill's going to do, whatever he's going to do. And Devin is going to follow whatever Bill says.
So would you,
which is cool, right?
But do you plan on working with Devin Haney any further?
Well, I don't. That I'm gonna say this. That's not my style of fighting, and if he's fighting like that, then I probably can't be able to work with him. Cause I don't fight like that. I don't work like that. I don't understand that type of fighting.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't. There's still I can do. I can't teach him that type of style fighting. He can go to Mayweather or somebody like that to do that type of. Can't teach him that type. That's not my style. So I wouldn't be any good to him.
Yeah.
If he's gonna fight like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that, if he fight like that, I can do that.
So what would you say if some people said, "Well, you kind of know that Devin Haney is a pure boxer. He's not a front foot dominant fighter. He is a pure boxer.
Yeah, back foot.
Back foot fighter. So you know.
Front foot. He's back foot.
No, I'm saying
so
he's not
yes, you want some
front
fight
foot dominant. So how are you going to make a back foot fighter a front foot dominant? Some would say, was that your own fault, thinking that you could change his style? But the thing is, you wasn't trying to change his style. You were trying to give him power.
No, because I was trying to get power and try to train him to sit on the shots and turn the shots over. I was showing, and he was actually doing it. That's the surprising part. I wanted him to surprise everybody because he could actually do it.
Right.
And he chose mentally not to do it. He actually can do it. He chose mentally not to do it.
So was it a difficult?
Or him? I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say he did. I'm gonna say his father chose for him to fight that way.
But then isn't it also about the fighter just sometimes saying, I'm just going to do it, what feels natural? And to me, running felt natural for him. And that shows that there's some level of some PTSD from the Ryan Garcia fight.
Not necessarily. If you see some of his fights, he stopped Regis. I mean, he dropped Regis. He dropped it. He actually went after Ryan.
No, that wasn't.
That's how he got
Ryan.
caught with the shots.
So the Regis was before Ryan, and then with Ryan. After that, this is the first time we've ever seen him fight.
No, I said he dropped Regis before Ryan.
Yeah. Which was,
and then he went after Ryan. That's how he got beat.
Yeah.
That's how he was getting hit. Because he tried to go after Ryan.
But what I'm saying is, since then, it's
so.
What I'm saying is, you know, like you said, like in sparring, he looks like really good. I think sometimes sparring, like we know sparring isn't the fight, but he knows that there's a certain amount of safety in sparring. It's not a real fight. I don't know if they sparred with head guards on. Probably, more than likely. So you can kind of.
But then he sparred guys actually better than the guy he's fighting. Or he fought.
But because it's not a real fight, maybe
the guys like 21, 21. He had sparring partners that were like really good.
But maybe he thought.
I don't know, it's like a clutch.
Yeah, but how does sparring feel compared to a real fight?
Well, it's all mentally how you go about it. Me, when I was coming up, my sparring partners were harder than my fights. I was just going to get a check. So I knocked everybody out.
I don't know what you talking about. I was just, my sparring partners were tougher than the fight. I was just turning up to the fights to get my money.
Jen.
Yeah.
Tell Shane he wipes Shane in his prime at lightweight wipes his ass with all the lightweights now.
He said you in your prime wipes out all the lightweights that we currently have now. In the booty.
Yeah. And that's not good cocky. That's like
probably still beat some of them now. If you're not lightweight, you couldn't do lightweight. But like, just say if they could go up to 154. These cats, I don't know. Even some of them, it's just a different era, isn't it? It's just not the same.
They don't make them like Shane anymore.
Yeah.
No, they don't make. He said they don't make them like you anymore, do they? It's only room for.
No, I mean, like not just me, but just my era, you know.
Your whole era, yeah. That's what we were saying.
This my era.
Was just like literally amazing, and it's people that are old enough, like myself, AJ, Leon. We was a part of that last bit of that era. Do you know what I mean? Well, we knew Mike Tyson, but really little, weren't we? But I mean, we coming through that use lots of era, use lots of Mayweathers and.
By the way, Chan,
it's a shame that it's not the same.
By the way, Chan, could you tell him that also like not only would he beat the lightweights, but it wouldn't even get to that point because most of them would probably price themselves out anyway.
Yeah, he said not only that you'd beat the lightweights, but mostly a lot of them would just always price themselves out now, and that's the new way to duck. So
yeah,
that's just the new way to duck.
That's true.
So just before I let you go, Shaney Bob Bainey is Shaney. Do you think going forward? Oh, let me ask you two questions, actually. Making weight. Did Devon, because, guys, was this at a catch weight at 143? It was, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah. So this was at a catch weight. 144. Why was it at a catch weight and couldn't just be the full 147
That's
limit?
a good question. That's what I'm wondering, too.
I don't know. That I thought it was gonna be 40 something. I don't know.
You don't, yeah, that was it. And as you watched, obviously, Devin Haney making weight and, dropping weight as he was in camp. Was it easy or did it look, I never think making weight's easy, but did it look like it was easier for him to make?
It looked very easy to him, but with the traditional principle he has, it was very easy. He had no problems.
Easy. He had no problems with making the weight.
No.
So do you think going forward that he can, like Paulie Malignaggi never had any power. So, and he was a 2-division champ. So, do you think that Devin Haney is ever going to actually establish any power, or he can just go and be a pure boxer and still go on a good
Well,
run.
he actually has power. That's misconception. He actually does have power. He actually can hit. That's why I watched him hit and watched him at the gym. Like he's hitting and we're stopping these guys and rocking them and all kind of stuff. Like it's crazy. The sport runners are pissed off at him right now.
Yeah, because I mean,
because he punches hard. He got good hard punches, and they're like that. He sits there and fights with them.
So what the?
It's hard.
So you're just saying because of this one hit because he got clocked in the first round. You saying that it just went all right. We're just gonna run. That's what it is. Because he didn't get clocked
in the first round.
He got clocked in the
first
round.
Really?
He did. One punch. He did, didn't he, guys? He got clocked in the first round, Devin.
I think so. He might have got.
It
wasn't like a hard punch.
It
wasn't a hard shot. I don't think it wasn't like a hard shot.
I watched him back that whole fucking.
Yeah, I really did. Maybe got touched a little bit here or there, but
yeah, in the first.
But
round,
I mean,
yeah. Only in the first round.
The guys in the gym was actually punching hard. There's one guy I can't think of his name, but he was punching really hard and heavy handed and everything, and then coming right at him like real Mexican slugger.
And Devin
26-1
Mexican sluggers because the first part of his career was in Mexico, so he should.
Yeah,
it's not like he
knows how to fight.
Yeah,
it was just like. It's like the whole thing changed. I'm gonna ask him like, "Hey, what does it hit hard or something? What was it like? What are you doing?" I figured myself, well, but it has to be built to him to get out of the way.
And is there and was there no conversation after the fight? Like, yo, what was that about? Or did you just because you're just laid back? You didn't be like, oh, whatever the weather. Did you not say nothing?
No conversations. I didn't really say anything. I already knew what. Like everything is self-explanatory. So it's not like why he's doing. He there's no reason to say what. Know what you did. What he did. He knows what he did, and everybody knows what he did. So like. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is. I can't say that about it. I'm like, it is what it is. Like, no. Like, but I wish I would have known that you was going to do that because I didn't even be in the court for that.
No, you didn't.
I really didn't. I didn't have to be in the court, but you did it yourself.
You could have just stayed at home and watched the fight on TV, couldn't you? I don't know. Didn't need to be in the corner for that.
Man, you made me. I lost a lot. Time, mess around in New York for a while and all this. I mean, I don't know. I just, you know what? I just hope that he fights better. It was an experience. I just hope that he fights better next time. And I have nothing against Dan or anybody. It's just that that's just not my style of fighting. I don't run like that and be running around and trust the bags or whatever you try to do. I don't do that. That's just not me. I can't do it. It's not my blood.
No, I know. We know that. That's why.
And for me to be a part of that, to be in the ring like that, and for him to do that, it was like almost a slap on my face. Like, oh God, what's going on here?
Yeah, it is. It's almost like it's totally polarizing, tough, totally different to what you do and what you represent, and you thought you was coming into. I
could talking Spanish telling for his guy Jose Romero to get him. I'm like, oh my God, I got Oscar to clap back too on this. God damn, what the hell is it? Why did they do to me?
I know. Well, I know. And Oscar, he's got the vitriol for you already. And you two go back and forth as it is.
Yeah.
Right? I know. Bill did, did a bit of disservice. But at the end of the day, listen, Linda, we're going to see how far Devin Haney really goes, on these next part of this 147 journey, to be honest. And I mean, at the end of the day, still give yourself a round of applause because I saw the inception of this all. So I can only give my honest account that what Shane was trying to show Devin Haney and what he was showing Devin Haney, I didn't need to be in the camp because I saw it firsthand of what he was showing me. So it's only, he can only show, and it's up to them to do. Do you know what I mean? And if they don't do,
right,
then you know, it ends up into a boo-hoo bars.
By the way, Chan, on a positive note, I got my prediction right.
Yeah. So say that, AJ, 1 second before we say bye to Shane.
I know I'm saying on a positive note, I did get my prediction right. I did pick Devin to win the fight on points, and that's what happened. So
yeah, I picked Devin to win. I picked Devin to win via knockout, late round stoppages. And that's even before seeing even your prediction, Shane. And then I was like, because I knew that was the whole fucking point. It was trying to do a stoppage.
Yeah.
And then I said, at least we'll probably see him touch the canvas, and we never saw him even get put down.
Yeah.
Ramirez.
Yeah.
So that was quite disappointing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was disappointing.
And the bad part about he could have did it. He could have pushed it back. He could put Ramirez on his back heels, like basically run it, push it back on his back heels, and start throwing punches at him. And boy, he would probably fail because he don't have no legs. There's all kind of little tricks. I'm like, oh my god! But they wouldn't listen. They wouldn't try none of that. So.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Jose Ramirez, because that was his second fight at 147. It was, people kept saying like it was, you know, the commentators, this is his first fight at welterweight. No, it wasn't. He already fought at welterweight before. It was the catchweight, and he was at 140 catchweight, I think, actually. So this was Devin's first welterweight fight, and this was actually Ramirez's second. But you know, them commentators, they be lying. So I was there sitting at home going, no, it isn't. It's his second fight.
I'm still confused about the catchweight, though.
Yeah, but all's well that ends well. At the end of the day, you did what you could do, Shane, and they should be happy that they had a Hall of Famer in camp. Has this last question before you leave? Has this put you off going to help any other fighters? And if you do, would it be more fighters that fight like your style?
Good question.
Well, definitely be more fighters that fight like my style, but. And right now, I'm doing my own thing right now. It's July 25th at the O2 Arena over there in London. So you know, I'm thinking about myself right now.
Yeah. We're gonna do a show where you come on actually face to face. And we're gonna quickly we will do that like face to face and talk about what you've got coming up. And it's some exciting stuff as well, because I'm excited as well. So but Shaney, it's true, concentrate on yourself. Thank you very much for coming through, and I'll speak to you on the flip side.
All right.
Bobaney and Shaney. Sugar Shane Mosley, guys.
Lady Shane, salute.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Press the link now. Let me tell him to touch the link. Hold up.
Jag, you still hear me?
Yeah. I'm just wondering why I can't. There's so many different. I was trying to play with the settings. I don't understand why he couldn't hear you. I'm not sure if it's something on his side or because but I can only hear you when I put roadcaster to roadcaster. It's funny. I can't hear you. Hang on, sorry. Okie dokes. So shouts out to Sugar Shane Mosley. So there you go. You heard about what do you guys think? It's a little bit crazy. It was almost just like, listen, I don't know, like Shane was in training throughout. He kept telling me Devin Haney looks amazing, and as Devin Haney goes into the ring, and Bill almost just like, you know, don't want to listen to what you lot has got to say. There's just like,
what you talking about, mister? What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Manny? What you talking about, Dad? What you talking about, Willis?
Well, I mean, it's just that they
just a difficult person. Just found Bill Haney quite as a difficult person, which we all know that he.
Yeah, I know Shane probably got got compensated, but I feel like they just kind of wasted his time. more or less.
It was a time waste. It was.
Yeah, I
Total
mean, because
time
like
waste.
if they had a game plan in mind, but then you go out there and do something else
and do
like
something totally different else, and you train at his, at his facility,
get a gym or whatever, then it's like
yeah,
so
and you just, and yes, you're getting paid, but at the end of the day, he could have just been concentrating on doing some other stuff because there was some other stuff that could have been done, and we'd like pushed it further away.
Yeah, so that's so what happened is not on Shane. That's not his fault. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just hearing him explain it. That's not on him. I never thought it was anyway because I was led to believe that like he had something because I don't know if you discussed it before, but he was implementing something else. I had an idea. I mean, that was just my overall perception of like what was originally going on, but then because then when Devin started doing what he was doing, it's like that's not how Shane fights. You know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, it's just Devin's doing what he's doing just times like 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's just weird that you just will get someone in and just literally switch up the thing. Leon, anything to say?
Yeah, that's just why I asked the question whether if they were training, if all the sparring he was fighting a different way. That's why I just asked the question. When he stepped through the ropes, did he just revert to type and be like, "No, I need to be safety first because I don't want to get hit again"? Because sparring is different to under the hot lights, as they say. But I don't know. Shane sounds adamant he was there, and he was like, "No, it was all on Bill. It was the dad's game plan. Whether the dad changed his mind last minute,
did
or something, but."
Because it was about conserving the Ryan Garcia bag. So it didn't matter how we looked. It's just about winning.
Like funny thing is like funny thing is like I'm watching fight, right? And like I got 8 runs in, but it's like I'm looking like what is Devin actually doing to score? He's not really even landing much, to be honest. I mean, so that begs the question: is like, did he even really win? Because he's moving, but he's not really even punching as much.
No, well he did.
Really?
Well, they had the second lowest punch output, didn't they? Was it second?
Yeah, right.
To Canelo.
Right. I'm looking and it's like okay, he
did win. I saw it. I mean, what I saw, he won, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, none of them 3 punches, but Devin Haney just landed the punches that
I guess just enough, I suppose, so just more than Jose did. I guess so.
Yeah, Jose didn't. Jose didn't throw a lot. Remember, it's both of them not throwing a lot. So even though that is totally different to what Jose Ramirez does, comes forward, throws punches. So the fact that he didn't throw punches, I don't get it.
Yeah, man, because I remember him being like more active in his past fights. I mean, he'll come forward.
Yeah, he is. Hang on, you sound a bit muffled. Hang on, you sound muffled. You've gone muffled.
How about now?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, for sure. This is my mic. I gotta keep it to my mouth.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why I'm introducing. Introducing Boxing Chief in the building. Ding, 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 ding.
Been a long time, my lady.
I
Here
know.
with my son, we're at an AC/DC concert, waiting for the main event to start.
Oh, are you rocking? Oh, you said this. Was it that? A bit of that. Is that what you're waiting to listen to? Shout out.
That's a long time no see, my lady. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I know you left a really nice comment in my comments. So yeah, I took a little hiatus. So I had been gone for quite a long time, like really bit like 5-6 months. I know, and then I did a couple spots here and there. But I'm back now. Sometimes I had pneumonia and stuff at the start of the year and the flu, so that took me out for good 3 months of this year. So I'm back. I'm back in the booties.
I'm extremely glad you're feeling better, my lady.
Oh, thank you very much. And I'm glad you could be here anytime, any place, anywhere, wherever I am. You see that link, you can click. What do you want to say your point of view on, listening to what we heard with Shane there?
At this level of decibels I'm around, I could hear a lot. But if I could tell you this, anything Shane Mosley says, the man's deep knowledge in sport. He had almost 300 amateur fights. He was ducked by Floyd Mayweather at lightweight. He was the best lightweight, with the exception of Roberto Duran and Julio Cesar Chavez. He's right in there with him of my lifetime. So he knows his stuff, regardless of how long in the tooth he is in life. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, and basically it was like they bought Devin Haney, Team Haney bought him on, and he wanted to show some, add some strings to the bow, generate some power for Devin Haney because Haney's moving up to 47, and then they just ditched the whole game plan in the ring on the fly. They just ditched it. So
what are they doing now? What do they say they're doing now?
And Shane's sitting there in the corner and Nate Jones this isn't what we've been rehearsing drilling for the past eight weeks. Imagine that you bring someone on and they bring you to Big Bear, you do your shit, and you're doing the drills with the dad, and then it gets to fight night and they just change the whole game plan without even telling you.
Well, whatever game plan he had that night, whoever came up with it needs to bury their head in the sand. That was terrible.
Yeah, it was Bill. This is what I'm saying. So what Shane drilled for and what Shane, Bill and Nate was, something totally different. But then when they got to the fight, Bill dismissed everything and told Devin to do it a totally different way. Could you believe that?
I don't think Devin's going to get very – same with Tio. I don't think they're going to get very far with their dads calling too many more of the shots. Their fathers can stay around if they want to, but they need good boxing minds, good boxing managers, and good boxing trainers to really start to – especially take it – these guys are approaching their mid-20s or in their mid-20s already.
Yeah, mid-20s, yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, they're mid-20s.
Yeah, so you're approaching your peak. If there's any changes that you're going to make to keep yourself at the top and make yourself better, if you don't make them now, they're not going to happen. And if you don't make them, you're not going to get any better. And if you're not going to get any better, you're never going to enjoy the elite classes of Kashizu, Julio Cesar Chavez, Shane Mosley, or the pre-mentioned fighters.
Yeah. None of the Four Kings, nothing. By this time, the Four Kings had already, they've already been involved in at least rematches in their mid-20s. Moving up in weights. Oh, he's dropped off. Shouts out to Boxing Chief, but he is at a concert. Nice to see him back. Hope you guys have a good time at the ACDC. Shout out
there he's back.
I didn't mean to drop off, hit the back button by accident. I am going to have to drop off, though. But
yeah,
I saw you on, Lady Chan, and we go way back, and I appreciate you having me on. I love talking about boxing, and you're the best.
Oh, you are the best. And shouts out to your son. Make sure you guys have a great time in the Buddhism. All right?
Thank you.
Come on back, man.
I'll see you next week.
Yes, ma'am. By the way, you just heard my son for the first time. Say again. Hello.
Oh, hi, mister. Hope you have a good time with Dad. We was trying to put that. Will you be hearing stuff like this? Or will it be better than that? It'd be better than that, right?
It will be. Hold on. Let me do this real quick.
It'd be better than that. Ooh.
No.
Oh, let me make it big. Let me make it big. Stay there. Let me make it big. That's what he said. Let me make you bigger. Hang on. How come I not make solo layout? Let me see.
Oh, you froze.
Get the banner out the way, Shani. Let's have a look. Where did you go? Where did you go? Where's everybody?
Hello?
No? Where did you lot go? It was me exit. Why did I get to, he dropped off and it made me solo layout. Yeah, it maybe just cut out. I tried to make him solo layout, but he dropped off, so it made me solo.
TEOFIMO's a lost cause.
God.
I mean, it's only a matter of time before he takes another L. So I'm
sweltering. We're gonna get to him like the last. We're getting to him last.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna.
Look, we could. Could
No,
we
no,
get
no, let me. I need a little short commercial break.
Yeah.
Devin Haney, Bill Haney, that game plan.
Hated it.
And yeah, it's not acceptable.
I feel sorry for you, Prime. Your allegiance, these humans. The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
Have to let them know that we're at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity, shiggity, what? Shiggity, shiggity. Oh. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord.
By the way,
So-
Chad, could we? I miss Lee Wood and Anthony CACACE, so we could
No, we're
scratch
going to
that
start
first.
with Navarrete.
Oh, okay, okay, for sure.
Yeah, we're going to start with Navarrete.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Suarez.
well. Did you guys see the co-main event?
With Murataya and
Zora Abdullayev.
yeah.
That was an interim
what's his
IBF
What's his
title
first
fight.
name? Raymond.
Raymond Murataya. Yeah.
Murataya. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
saw
fought Zura-
only the
yeah,
last
let's
couple
go.
of rounds.
Okay. I
Three
mean, but that
rounds.
was a interim IBF title fight at lightweight. So that he's now almost mandatory.
It was a
I
good
don't
fight.
think. Look,
I saw.
yeah, it was decent. It was good. And matter of fact,
Mhm.
fun fact: Abdullayev is the guy, the guy Devin Haney scored a stoppage on last.
Oh, back in 2019.
Yes. He stopped Abdullayev, and that was the last recorded stoppage.
Yeah, that was in 2019.
Yep.
He
So,
actually
I
got
mean,
knocked. He actually got knocked out of the year for that.
It was a corner stoppage, actually.
So what was the knockout of the year? He got the knockout of the year 2019.
I think it was the guy he knocked out before that, Antonio Moran. That was
Oh,
that was
okay.
yeah. I
Okay.
think that's probably when
I
you're
don't
talking
think
about.
I saw him fight Abdullayev.
No, yeah, I missed that one too. But he stopped him in 4 rounds. It was a corner stoppage after 4.
It was a corner. He retired on the stool, did he?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
but
go on.
so now Raymond Mutai is mandatory for Lomachenko. I don't think Loma's going to fight him.
Yeah, and he was saying like it'd be a pleasure to have Loma on his resume.
That's not going to happen. He's going to be
no, it's
upgraded.
not
He's going to be
gonna
upgraded.
Loma needs to stop holding up the division now at this point.
Yep, they've given him a deadline. I think they gave him till like October September, October to defend his belt. And if he doesn't,
Yeah,
they're going to strip him.
like that,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think he's going to vacate. Yeah, he's not going to. Yeah,
He's going to vacate that shit.
he's
I can't
done.
believe. Can you believe Loma? The way that Loma came in, because I saw him at the he was in Saudi the other day. I think when the last event in Saudi, Loma was sitting next to Usyk. Can you believe that the way that Loma came in, how he's exited? It's kind of like bitch made. I'm disappointed.
What do you mean? Like
I mean, yeah, he was disillusioned with the Devin Haney thing. Like, I thought Loma would be a little bit more assertive, like, I'm going and that's it. This is going to be my last fight and I'm out. He kind of was like, I didn't really want to fight because my dad, my father,
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why he took the Cambosos fight, because he said his dad. Is it? Yeah. I mean, but it's like don't win the belt and sit on it for like a year and a half.
Be like that.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, I didn't expect.
Yeah, I get it. So I'm with you. Yeah, I got what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, so like probably what's going to happen is that Murataya is going to be upgraded to IBF champion. Then him and Keyshawn Davis could unify. Actually, that could be a unification fight.
That would be a great fight.
I can go for that. That's a good one.
That would Murataya and Keyshawn. That would be a great fight. Forget the Lomachenko. It's not happening. Lomachenko's left the building. Just vacate the belt. Stop holding up.
Do you think that they must be told to do everything but just relinquish their belts? Because look at Amanda Serrano. She's fighting at 140.
Isn't she?
Yeah, but she's still got them at 126, as she's.
Oh yeah, she still has her belt.
Yeah, and that's what Sky Nicholson.
And she's not going back.
And you're not going back down to 126. You look like you're retiring.
For some reason.
Relinquish the belt.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding that why people hold it up.
I mean, well, it's the sanctioning body's fault too. It's like they don't step up and make them like, okay, are you going to defend the belt or not? because, like, I mean, because it's probably the sanction fees that they get, so they don't want to
They're
interfere.
paying it though,
Yeah.
and you're not even defending or
But at the same time, you still hold the division is still being held up. Nobody's allowed to fight for him because, like, when's the last time she made a defense of the belt in general, the featherweight titles at 126? It's been a while. It's been like at least like more than 2 years.
Like, if you're not gonna, if they don't, they're either gonna put a deadline on stripper in it. I would imagine, but she's had that for what? Yeah, she hasn't defended that in a couple of years since Jake Paul came and she made the bag, and I'm quite.
Jake is snatching up all the fighters. He's snatching up all the female fighters.
Yeah, I know.
He's on a roll, man.
He's like
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
You have a chance of getting the Shields Marshall rematch. Now Marshall is with MVP. Because Shields once in America.
Oh, Savannah Marshall signed with MVP. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that was revealed today.
I think maybe I saw her come up on something and I didn't click in. Well, shouts out to her. They're signing up everybody. I heard they wanted to sign Clarissa Shields.
No, she'll never do that. She won't sign with them.
No, but I heard they actually.
I think she will once Amanda retires.
I can't believe that she would turn that down. Her ego is just
Her ego is too big. It's too big. It's too big.
There's no need to have that ego for that. You're gonna get the bucks, mate. Sign me, Mastrano. Just sign me just for morale. Just to boost morale of the camp. I can't fight, but I'll boost the morale. I tell you.
She just can't get out of her own way. She really can't.
I know, man. It's just crazy.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
She's on some Deontay Wilder.
Still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day. You just sit here, you don't know what I'm.
Can I just tell you guys, we've got the links. Let me tell you. Is anybody, not even, no donations have come in, not even one. Y'all are tripping. So, you know, sign in, like, comment, share, subscribe. This is the Cash App. It's even my Cash App's even at the bottom anyway. Scrolling, forever scrolling. You can hit the Cash App. Or, I tell you what else you can do. You can join the Channaholics, which, you know, that's a part of supporting, so I don't mind that. Let's do that. You never should have Allah. Or you can join my Discord as well. Join the Discord. It is free. Yeah. Well, we do, you know, we're starting to build a good old little community there, bit by bit. And also, guess what? I've got an Amazon registry. Can you believe it? An Amazon registry. Who wants to buy me stuff? The registry is just all little bits and pieces, from £1.50 chocolate bars to things that are a bit more pricier. You can replace it. You know, if you don't want to do a super chat, you could buy Shan some sweets. You could buy Shan a book. You could buy Shan a chair. You know what I mean, Lee? You could buy, it's just little things that I put on my thing. Yeah, you could buy me that. You know, it literally starts from £1. You know, there's Twixes on there, I think, or Cadbury's Boosts on there. You can buy me, Lee. Can you buy me something? AJ, can you buy me something from the registry? Leon and AJ.
Sure.
Yeah, just pick something from the registry and buy it me, and it sends it straight to my house. Would you?
Sure.
Click on it, Lee. Leon's clicking on it now. What is this? What has this girl got on there? Shouts out, man. Yeah, so, you know, it's little things like that, just to say we appreciate you, Shan. Doesn't have to be super chat, but there's so many ways that you can donate. Do you know what I mean? So it's all good. That's all I have for, just a little showing, man. God damn. I'm here to give you stats, facts, and data, or at least, you know, compensate a bitch.
I have opinions just like anyone else. You got opinions. But unlike what you're doing is I bring facts, data, statistics, things you can go look up yourself.
That's right. Yeah, so compensate me for all of that, because my knowledge it's expensive.
But Jan, I think if I recall my knowledge,
Going back now. Going back. Right, let's go back. to boxing. Yeah,
You're right. I think to my knowledge, if I'm not mistaken, or to my recollection, I think that Shadeja Green, she's on a VP. She said that before, I think, because she's about to fight Savannah Marshall. Looking forward to that, by the way.
Yeah, that is her next fight, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's on the undercard. It's on the undercard of Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
but what's the problem with her is that she just fights too gun shy.
No, I mean, no, it's not that. She said that Clarissa was made the offer first, but she turned it down.
No.
I think
Forget even the offers she did. But what I'm saying is, Shadeja Green's last 2 fights, I called the fight before last on Julius's channel, and it's like she doesn't throw hands.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why she's not throwing any hands.
Was that the first one fight? Did you call?
Yeah.
I thought she was going to beat Franchise. I picked her to beat Franchise Cruz. I thought she would.
I did, and I picked her to beat Cruz.
Yeah.
And she
that didn't happen. She just
shelled up, didn't she?
Wow.
Yeah, she shelled up big time, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Franchise Cruz with that pressure.
Yeah, I know, but then Lee, after the fight after that, the same thing. I can't remember what that one. It was just like, girl, what's that?
I heard that.
It's called boxing.
I heard that was controversial too. Like she was lucky to get the decision too in her last fight. Like I don't think she did.
Yeah, and then she's had 3 fights because she's been really inactive. She was supposed to be on my show actually when I was working on the Boxing Voice, and Ness put her over, but there was some confusion, and I went live and she didn't turn up. But she must have watched the live that I did anyway, and she maybe about 2 years ago, she was like, "No, Nesta gave." There was some mix up with that, but she was in my comments. I was like, "Oh, okay." So she watched, what I said. I was like, "Girl, why you never turn up?" And da da da. But yeah, she only at that time she'd only had, I want to say 8 fights in like 6 years or something. It was really, I'm like, "Girl, what? You're not a boxer." So I'm glad to see that she's more active now. So,
she's a champion. Nice. I think Savannah's probably going to beat her.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think so.
Me too.
When was her last fight?
Oh, that's
No, it was Franchise Cruz.
That was like, was that like 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Wow. Okay, never mind. Oh yeah, she's coming off a layoff.
Yeah,
damn.
she's coming off layoff, but she's still better than Shadeja Green. Even
I think I'm gonna still go with her to win though.
I'm still going with her. Usually, I don't try not to pick the layoff fighters, but I'm picking Savannah Marshall to still beat Shadeja. If Savannah Marshall can't beat Shadeja Green, on layoff, Savannah Marshall's undisputed, isn't she?
No, I think she vacated one of her belts or 2. I think.
Oh, she vacated them in the end.
Yeah, or one or 2 of them she got rid of. I think she's still a chance. She still has like 2, but I think she vacated 1 or 2. I'm not sure how many she has left. But yeah, but she's not undisputed anymore. I think Shadeja picked up one of her vacant belts. I think that's what happened.
Okay, good. At least she wasn't holding up a division because she went to the PFL. That didn't last long, did it? No. When boxers try to do this PFL shit, I'm just so not impressed. Like, yeah, we're not here to, for you to just turn into some MMA fighter.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
All right, let's keep it in the buildings and we'll continue with the fight on those cards. Let's go in the buildings.
In the building. In the building.
Okay, dokes. So
Navarrete versus Suarez.
Yeah, Navarrete Suarez.
Oh boy.
I literally picked and tweeted Navarrete is going to demolish this geezer. That's what I thought. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know too much about Suarez. I thought, here comes a Pacquiao reborn, like someone that's gonna act like they think that they're Pacquiao. Listen, 36 years old, first title fight opportunity, and this guy, in my fucking opinion, I don't know how I had him up. I had him over before the you know, the stupidness with the
Or the fight was stopped with the cut.
All right, maybe I know some people had Navarrete up maybe one round. Some people had Suarez up one round. I had Suarez up. He was starting to piece up. Navarrete was unraveling. I don't know what was happening. He was unraveling. He started off right, but he was unraveling even before the cut. But when the cut really happened, the cut happened because I thought that Suarez didn't have enough steam to keep Navarrete off him. But then when that happened, I was like, oh, clash of heads. But his punches were affecting Navarrete. And him being the smaller fighter, he was doing some of those Manny Pacquiao moves where he was doing like a leaping, and he wasn't southpaw, was he? He was doing like the leaping little left, and he was catching Navarrete. And Navarrete started to unravel, but when the blood came, you know, he kept wiping his eye. That didn't need to fight. That didn't need to be stopped. But go ahead, AJ and Leon, if you saw the fight. Let me kick back. I've done a lot of talking. I've got a sore throat.
Yeah, it's all good. I saw the fight. I caught it. I didn't watch it live. I had to replay, but I watched it last night at work. Scored it myself, and I had I had Charlie Suarez up too. I didn't know anything about him at all. Never seen him fight before. He was his mandatory going into this fight, so I probably realized this probably would be no like easy. It wouldn't be a walkover job. It might be somewhat difficult, but I still picked Navarrete to win regardless. Got off to the first round started. Pretty good first round actually by Suarez. Like he came out at the gate and came at Navarrete to try to take it to him.
Mm-hmm.
But I still gave Navarrete the first round. Then kind of Suarez got into it. I think I gave him the second and third. Then I gave Navarrete the next two rounds.
Navarrete slightly up.
No. Then when the cut happened, I gave Suarez the next two rounds. So I had Suarez up going into the when the fight was stopped. He was up.
Yeah.
Just by a point, not much, but just by a point.
Yeah, just by 1 point. This is what I'm saying. A lot of people just
but that cut was caused by a punch. It was definitely caused
but it
by
was only and I was tweeting, no man, we gotta have VR, like you've got everything. And do you know what? It's so funny. I was like, as the fight was going on and that happened, I was like, I said, it's funny that we can watch replays after the round, but yet we can't watch a VR. I swear to you, about 30 seconds later, Christina Poncho said the exact same thing. She was like, it's crazy that we can watch things back on Action Replay, but we can't get it on the VR.
Yeah, that makes no sense at all.
Christina, for you, girl.
Tim Bradley kept saying the same thing too, but he kind of kept doubling back a little bit as well, like on the Top Ring broadcast. Just he kept saying, it was caused by a punch. Then it was a broadcast. Yeah, then it was there was a head clash. Then it was a punch, but he kept going back. But he finally said, yeah, it was definitely a punch. It was a punch. Then he remained, and it wasn't a clash of heads like the commission claimed. I mean, like I just whatever. But the result was already made up. I mean, Navarrete was going to get the win regardless. He wasn't going to lose. So I just feel kind of sorry for Suarez. Hopefully he did run it back, but who knows? Probably not. But yeah, and Navarrete stays champion. But I just got to say, man, he looked flat in this fight. He really did.
He looked flat, and let's give a round of applause to
Suarez. Also, props to Suarez, man. He came to fight, man. He came to win. He went for it. He really did. He did awesome.
Yeah, he did fucking awesome.
Yeah, credit to him. I mean, he did win, but he came to fight. He didn't come to lay down for sure.
No,
I mean, but I just gotta say that like his balance and footwork. Oh my god!
Oh, it's so trash. But we know this. Why do we act so shocked every time we see it?
I mean, see, the thing is, like, it was more noticeable this time around. I don't know what for. I mean, because bro, he took apart Oscar Valdez like in his last fight,
twice,
before, like
right?
Like 2 times, yeah.
Like
he dismantled that guy. First time he knocked him out, and the second time he knocked him out. so it's like
he stopped him in like the 9th or something like that, didn't he?
The second fight was in the 6th round, I believe.
Was
think
it 6?
It was quite early. Yeah, before the halfway stage.
First fight. Distance.
First fight, he won a UD. Then the second fight, he stopped him in 6. He knocked him out. It was a body shot. I knocked him out with a body shot.
Valdez looked like the Avatar. Like he looked remember Valdez's face was desecrated.
Oh yeah.
But I think even both fights, his face was
first fight for sure. Second fight, I think he dropped him in the second fight. He dropped. He put him down, then he knocked him out.
But you know the thing with Navarrete is that he gets cut.
Yeah.
He got cut. Sure. He's been cut. What was the fight? He got cut. Eyebrow cut before. You know. You'd have to. Maybe if you look on the box rate, it may say it in the notes. You know, like clash of heads cut or something. I don't know. But he's got thin skin. He has cut a couple of times before. If my memory serves me right, I just can't remember which fight. But if you look in the box rate, it may say it. So this wasn't a shock, but what they keep trying to do is preserve him. They're trying to preserve him and give him, like, you know,
they want to put him in the unification fight. Probably that's probably what it is.
Yeah,
so.
And it's not fair because his foot. Let me just get his footwork's trash. We know he's just super unorthodox. He went up to 35 and got washed. Who did he fight at 35?
Baranchik. Dennis Baranchik.
Ivan Baranchik. Washed. Yeah. Went back down. He's moaning that he can't, like, 130 was tough to make. I don't know. I don't know what he does because you tried 35, got washed. 130, you're the bigger guy. You're the bigger guy beating people with your crazy unorthodox self. Like, we need a new weight division, call it 133, and you'd be all right there, wouldn't you? But I mean, I don't know what he does. His footwork's terrible, but we all tune in to watch him.
Oh, he's entertaining, yeah. He's a fun fighter.
He's entertaining to watch.
Yeah, he's never been in a boring fight, like, ever. So
no, but I mean, okay, Suarez is going to do he's going to do quite well in the division. Oh no.
Well, 36.
He's 36.
You know, it's like, yeah, I was surprised he was that old. It's like, wow, you serious?
Yeah. Why isn't he noticeable? What's happened? What has he been doing? Has he not got no major promotion back or something?
Probably not.
Listos pe los chingazos. Listos pe los chingazos.
Probably had all his fights in the Philippines.
The guy's a good fighter. That's the wildest thing. Guys, can you press the like? Whoever's there, press the like button for an old girl. I mean, Lee, anything that you want to say on that fight particularly? Did you watch?
I missed that one.
Oh, you missed that one, yeah, because that one was mad late. It was our time in the morning. So yeah. You should go back and watch it though.
Yes.
Yeah, go back and watch that one.
But I never had a chance to watch it.
Yeah, go back and watch that one. I would
I think Sky put it on their YouTube.
Yeah, it's on Sky YouTube. Listen, so it got overturned to a no contest, which isn't fair because I feel that Suarez. Well, that's what. Sorry, my bad. I jumped in like it's. Well, that's what they're saying.
I thought it was officially a no contest. I thought it was.
Oh well, it's officially then. Yeah, it was because I saw it. Yeah, look on the box rec. Go ahead, pull it up, AJ.
Yeah, let me
pull up the box rec, the rec of box, and let's see. I'm sure it's got overturned. Yeah, I'm sure it has. I want to say it has been overturned.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
Okay, well.
Nope, not yet.
Well, the officials are saying that they will do.
Okay.
So I don't know what's taking so long because I watched it today with the official report saying that they were going to overturn it to no contest. But in my opinion, it should be a win by technical knockout for Suarez. That's what it should be. So Suarez has been jobbed. Basically, he's been jobbed, mate. He's been jobbed. But hey, this is the sport that we follow, and it's one of the most corrupt sports going, you know? So
yeah, but I'm not sure what Navarrete does next. I mean, he could fight O'Shaquie Foster. They still got him, you know, he's still a champion there. That's a fight I'd like for, you know, a hot minute. But I'm hearing rumors that but I'm hearing O'Shaquie Foster's gonna fight Stephen Fulton because he's apparently moving up to challenge him for his belt. I'm not really trying to.
So bored. He's so boring fighter. Stefan
not.
Phil.
Yeah, I really don't see the appealing now. I'm not sure why that, but whatever. I think Oshasky fight. I think he's gonna go to PBC for that fight. That's what I heard. So
boring ass fucking fight. Do you that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, boring fucking fight. But shout out.
I
mean, I like Shaki Foster, by the way. Yeah, but I'm just saying with Stefan Fulton. I mean, once I've seen you got annihilated by Inoue, and then the other fights, and you was on a layoff for long, and you ain't never looked ever good ever since your belt got taken away at 1-2-2. You know, and you gone to 1-2. I was never high on Stefan Fulton. Was all right. He was. I'm not going to dog him. He was. But he's not the type of boxer that thrills me. I like boxer punches.
Yep.
And he's a pure boxer.
Otherwise, that fight has no appeal. Him and Oshasky.
No, it don't. No, it don't. But I mean, whoever's got a belt, you go and do what you got to do in it. At the end of the day, sometimes not all the fights going to be mad entertaining. So, so as we can see, we're waiting for it to turn into a no contest, and you know, you can eat some crow. The crow burger for them, mate, because they should, you know, I mean, oh yeah, we saw it. Now it is looked like it was a punch. These people, we're in big 2025, all our phones are in fucking 4K, mate. Are you trying to tell me that big top rank, big TV networks, ESPN, we can't get playback till after the fight?
Just goes to show you the shit's rigged.
I give up in life anyway. Moving along swiftly. So we've covered them, and now we've got to go to our English fighter.
Round 1, fight.
Do you know us? We actually do fight. Sorry, America. You lot ain't it at the minute. I'm a bit fed up of you, so just talk, and no fight. And when you do fight, you may as well have not fought. Anyway, sorry. Enough of the rant. Show. Who's ready to go? I'm a dickhead, aren't I? Leon's laughing at me because he's like, Shann's crazy. But we Lee, you start with CACACE and Wood.
Yeah, that was a fun fight. I personally think the towel shouldn't have been thrown in, because I remember I was talking to you on Discord at the time.
We was calling it on Discord.
Because I was saying, if he can survive this round, CACACE's gonna be spent. I think he was gonna punch himself out if he wasn't able to knock him out. And as much as Lee Wood was looking a bit desperate, he was surviving. He was still slipping. He was still throwing punches. Yeah, he turned his back, but he was avoiding. He was just trying to survive. And I think Ben Davison threw the towel in a bit too early. It would have been nicer for him to see if he can survive the round, because I really would have liked to see, because he does push himself to the limit and he still manages to find power in later rounds. So I was thinking, if CACACE's tired and he needs to take a round or two off, it might get very interesting. I mean, CACACE was getting into the fight, but I had Lee Woods up, and I think it was stopped a bit too early. But
yeah, we usual, that. AJ, and what I'm going to start doing in the Discord, we can call it, you know, like how we do sometimes on WhatsApp when we do the group WhatsApps, AJ, and we can do that in the Discord. You know that?
Oh,
yeah, and you can actually stream fights without getting flagged.
Ooh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got to try that.
So yeah, we tried that on the one of the next fight. And you know, sometimes we haven't had one of our meetings that we do our group meetings and just talk on WhatsApp. We could do that over there on the Discord as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
I mean,
Leon and I were doing it, but we weren't streaming. But we was in the sports chat, and we was doing rounds up. I had what round did it get stopped in, Lee, again?
Round 7.
6,
I think
7, 8. No, 9. It was late rounds, wasn't it? 9. Because I predicted a late round stoppage by CACACE.
So was Lee Wood taking punishment and the towel was thrown in? Or
see, this is where me and Leon disagreed, where I agree slightly on certain bits. Ben Davison, what I give Lee Wood credit for, he's been out the ring a year and a half, 19 months. You come in straight in for a title fight, right? And for someone that's come in after 19 months, I think he performed Well. So round of applause to Lee Wood.
Wait, this is a title fight?
This was CACACE's the IBO.
Oh, IBO. All that crap.
You know,
okay.
It's still
right.
he's still coming in. It's still a title in it. We just
right.
So he's come in right to challenge for the IBO. It's a way to come in. And I've seen fighters come in and AJ doing lesser with lesser men. We got big blood clot Deontay Wilder. He's coming in fighting a journeyman. So let's leave it. So do you know what I mean? You gotta give Lee Wood some credit. Do you know what I mean?
Come to do what I do best, you know. That's that site to get the fans what they want to see, you know. At the end of the day, no one wants to see a 12-round fight. It's a whole bunch of heavyweights up here, and we're the hard hitters. And at the end of the day, people have things to do.
Hate it.
Yeah, I mean, so
I'm not saying I don't give him credit.
Yeah,
I'm just saying like, yeah. I mean, I was just saying like, you know, I didn't know this like was a title fight. Just
yeah. When I say title, I know you're thinking like WBO or the WBA. Yeah, I know.
That just came as a shock to me, but then like IBO, so you know.
Yeah, to come through 90-month layoff, you're still coming into a title fight, big Nottingham arena where he's from. So it's a homecoming, right? And I had him up. I had Lee. Let me look at our scores.
See,
I had him up by 2 rounds. I think you had him up by 1 round.
I had him up by 1, didn't I?
So he was winning. Damn.
Let me have a look at the score sheet.
Yeah, I mean, see, what I can't understand, why did Lee Wood take such a long layoff? Was he injured or something?
Was he injured?
Yeah, I mean, because after the Warrington fight, it's like he had a lot of momentum.
Oh yeah, he did have one injury, and then there was I think there was like promotional dispute.
Oh hell, damn!
I just think he didn't want to fight on the cheap, and he took that fight because he was able to be in Nottingham, and
yeah,
he actually was moaning about his purse. So I think that Wood was the A side on that one.
Oh yeah, CACACE was moaning about his purse. He went, next time, you know, you gotta pay me.
Well, he's not the guy to do that to, you know.
CACACE was like, listen, Linda, it's all about
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. It's like when these they'll like sit out and then want to be paid hella. I mean, like if you just would have probably had 1 or 2 fights in the interim, you probably
would have fucked up CACACE.
Yeah, you probably would have won.
But I don't know. I'm going to where me and Lee were. So this was what Lee said after the fight. I'm going to play it, Lee, because this was Lee's take after the fight. God. Oh.
That Davison threw in the towel. Maybe they know, innit? This was his life.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't think the towel should have been thrown in. I think CACACE was emptying the tank. I disagree with that. I disagree. He turned his back, but he wasn't allowing himself to get hit. He was surviving.
That was it. He turned his back, AJ.
Okay.
Lee Wood turned and ran.
Yeah, he certainly ran.
Okay. He turned and ran.
He gave you the chance, because if the referee probably would have stopped it.
So that's why I disagreed. Was that why I disagreed, Lee? After you said that, hang on, let me. Because I could say some untoward things. So I may have to cut my audio just in case I'm saying some fucked up shit. So if you just I
don't think you did.
Me either. But I think the fact that he turned and ran, that showed a lot of trouble that Ben Davison said, like, my fighter's really in trouble. So I think it was that. He was running so he didn't get knocked out. But the run was maybe a concern for Ben Davison. Fucking hell, this round was wicked.
He was hurt in that round, though.
What round was this? Like 7? Oh, the rope told. Fuck, yeah. But he was all over the place, Lee. But I mean, Lee did say no. Fuck, this round was good. The Discord commentary. Oh my god! I'm gonna have to screen myself just to make sure I'm not saying it was the battle of the Lady Shans and the Leons. He was like,
Oh
yeah.
shit, he did run. I just saw it.
He ran, and the ropes held him up, so it was a 10-8.
He was hurt to the body. He was hurt to the head. He was getting hurt a lot. He was getting hurt.
Yeah, he almost stumbled and fell back like the foot when he got Damn. Oh,
it was a warranted towel throwing. It was because it was only going to go one way. He was going to get.
CACACE was putting it on him. He was putting it on him.
Yeah, he was.
No, I just think he was in that tank, man.
That whole round was Lee. That round was fucking stupendous. That was a round of all rounds. Listen, Linda, that was almost Tyson Fury versus Usyk, except for where you saw him get pinged everywhere. He got pinged around, Lee.
Oh yeah,
and like AJ just saw, he literally turned around and ran. That within itself means the fight's off. So if your trainer sees you move like that, he knows that you're in problems.
Yeah,
throw the towel in.
I've rarely seen that like a fighter just run like we don't. Yeah. I think this is like the second. I think this is like the second time I've seen that. Like the first time I saw it was in a women's boxing match. Like one lady ran away from another one.
No, we saw it. We saw it the other day. We see. No. We saw it with not when I say the other day, maybe in the last couple of years, and we said it. He turned and ran. We have.
What fight was that?
Group. And I can't remember what fight. And he literally turned and fucking ran. Oh no, we just saw it with fucking Tank Davis as well. But we have seen within a fight someone turn their back and run. Turn their back. Oh no, do you know who it was? It was Pulev with AJ. He turned his back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
That's what fight it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I remember
that.
I remember that.
And we was like,
that one.
He should have been that should have been, he should have been disqualified, and that should have been the over. But yeah, Leewood got pinged all over the place. Leon's brutal because he got pinged all over the place. It was a 10-8 round. He dropped back on the ropes. And
but remember, he's a guy that's had last minute knockouts. He does carry power.
The well was dry that night there. He went down to the bottom of the well, and the well was dry.
I mean, honestly, Leewood's got nobody but himself to blame. I mean, he put in a good performance. It looks like it seems to me he did what he could. But if he had been more active, then this probably would have been avoidable.
Yeah, the well was dry. Love AJ. It was dry. He tried to go down, and it was.
I know he's got a history of like pulling knockouts out the bag, but I'm just saying, but you got to be active, man.
He does.
Seriously.
That's why I'm saying
that long.
Yeah, it was still a good showing.
Yeah,
for the fact he come off a 19-month layoff. But that bit of it was concerning because I was like, me and Lee was like, like we had a good time calling it. You should look and see us so you could see that we're there. But no, we should have went in the live room, Lee. And then
CACACE was IBF champion, by the way.
It kind of just happened organically, like we were just in there.
It's the IBF champion, not the IBO.
No. CACACE was IBF champion. He was IBF, but he vacated his belt.
Yeah, CACACE vacated.
Yeah, because he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight Sugar Nunes.
Yeah. So he is now. So he's the He's the IBO champ, Lee. I don't know
because Sugar Nunes was going to fuck him up. I'm not even kidding. That's why he get have y'all seen Sugar Nunes? That motherfucker's terrifying.
I didn't respect him for that, and I didn't. Also, you can listen, Linda. He's a weight bully. You shouldn't be no fucking 130 pounds.
How tall is he?
He's 6 foot, 5'11".
Oh, get the hell out! No way. Wow.
You shouldn't be
because I was wondering, like, because he does look like like thin and rangy, like long and rangy, for like to be a super featherweight.
Yeah, he's long and rangy, and this also another thing. This was Lee Wood's first super featherweight move up as well. So there was a lot going on.
Oh yeah. He moved up a weight, didn't he? Yeah, I forgot about that. That's right.
Gareth Davies once said on this show, he went, "There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts, you know." So there was a lot of moving parts. Moved up in weight, challenging for an IBO title. All right, 19-month layoff. Yeah, there was a lot of things. So for that, I still give him kudos, is what I'm saying. Yeah. And everyone's like, oh well, Lee Woody needs to retire. He's 36, so is CACACE, but CACACE's a different 36. You know, he ain't been in a load of wars. But I mean, Lee Wood has. But I think, do you know what I think Lee Wood should do? Because I still think he struggled even to make 130 because he said there was no way he could do 126. I even think 130 because they were tight at the weight in the weigh-in. I watched the weigh-in. They came in, I want to say 129.8, or someone came in 130 on the button.
Maybe he should go to lightweight.
So I'm thinking move up to lightweight, bang around there. Yeah, I mean, like, and just you could get into some nice domestic fights. Couple more years to your 38. Or even that, yeah, I mean, 37 and a half. Get another 4 fights in. You didn't, you know, you sustained a bit of damage, but I reckon if you have 2 fights for the next 2 years, call it quits.
You know what I can go for? You know what I wouldn't mind a lightweight? Joe Cordina and Lee Wood.
Joe Cordina and Lee Wood would be in the boot.
That'd be going a lightweight. Joe Cordina was moving up. He was going to fight Shakur up there.
And that, yeah, he's supposed to fight Core. And that would be a nice domestic thing.
Dust up, you know.
You know, Joe Cordina's world level, but what happened to him in that? I don't know. I mean, you could.
Yeah.
No, actually, I wouldn't want Lee Wood to fight Joe Cordina. I just said it out loud. Joe Cordina is world level next champ. It's going to be a losing fight for. I want to try and put Wood in some winnable fights.
I mean, we're both former champions at 130. So.
Yeah, I know.
No. Sorry. Lee Wood at 126. My bad. So they're both former champs.
Lee Wood, yeah.
Feather.
Yeah.
I mean, it will both be the lightweight. It will both be the lightweight debuts because they both haven't fought a lightweight yet. So
that's
true. So
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So I guess it could. I guess it could work. Bomb squad.
Joe Cordina has a fought since he lost to CACACE, has he?
AJ, Shan, I gotta go.
All right, Leon.
Me and AJ will just go on with the rest of it. We've only got a little bit because this show wasn't going to be long. Because then we're going to touch on the TEOFIMO Lopez. Do you want to say anything about his racism before you go, Lee? Or not? Leon's like,
it's not that. A part of me thinks that racism dies when racism thrives in silence. You know, so when people do the look left, look right, who's listening, and then I prefer when people are open with it, because when you can have an open discussion, it just proves how stupid it is. You know, if you don't want to like somebody, don't like them because of their character. You know, so I don't get so.
He said, what did he say again? What did he say again? It just slipped my mind what he said. Oh yeah, he called Terence Crawford.
When he's punching the bag.
Yeah. Is that
he's doing it just to try and wind people up? He's doing it just to try and wind people up.
But this is what happened when Crawford should have just knocked out his 32 teeth. Oh, that's what Crawford should have dragged him up instead of like.
And then what? And then what? Not get the Canelo fight, right?
I'm getting the Canelo fight regardless. Turkey Al Sheikh still, you know, still would have still did the fight. You would have still did the fight.
I really love this Bruce.
You can't be calling me none of this shit.
Didn't his dad get beaten up when he's done the same thing in the boxing gym during the sparring?
Oh yeah, Keyshawn Davis did that to his dad. There's rumor that Keyshawn Davis whooped his dad's ass for talking like that. TEOFIMO stood by and didn't do anything. Teo didn't do shit.
Before you go, Lee, I'm gonna actually play it just before you go. Wake me up before you go. Yeah, you got to be old to know them ones. Sorry. Me hanging on the life, yo. Let me just show you this real quick, and then Leon can jip. Where is it? I'm trying to take the banner off. There we go. I for some reason don't seem to be able to hear these things. Share screen. I want to hear that. Also share tab audio. Yeah. Yeah.
So you say what's up? What's up?
I just can't hear it. So weird.
The all-new Whoop is here. Power your performance with personalized coaching. Train smarter, sleep deeper, recover faster.
No, but it's
Yes.
on the advert now.
Is that an ad?
It's quite loud.
Oh no!
Talk about that.
Fuck. Damn. Strike me for that, wouldn't they? Yeah, can't play it. I've already played it anyway. They'll strike me for that. God damn! I didn't know he was playing like other people. But did you hear him say what he said?
I saw the video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said Crawford. Da, 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 da. But Lee, I understand what you're saying. Racism thrives when it moves in silence. Real G's move in silence like lasagna, and so does racism. Thank you very much, Lee. And get your sleep, and I shall speak to you very, very soon.
Take care, guys.
Discord. Thanks a lot, Lee.
Later, Leon.
Later. Quite fan figures is left to be. Damn it! That's why they play the music, so people like us can't play it on the shows. God damn. Yeah, that's why he done it. Like he blatantly called us that anyway. Called Crawford that.
I know.
He's always said that we're monkeys and we're this and that, and I'm totally sick of the geezer. Totally.
Well, I mean, I just try not to take him seriously, to be honest, because he's just he's just an attention-seeking chicken shit. That's what he is.
He did say that, Lise. He said where the liquor at. He said that the second time round, didn't he? Or he said he knows what he said. He's playing games.
He is. He really is.
He claimed that.
He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, where the liquor at? He said where the.
That just. See how Crawford confronted him on video and he didn't do anything. And he
but that's where it went wrong. You're supposed to lick out his blood clot teeth.
Honestly, Terrence is probably at the stage now. Like, what the hell is it going to prove if I slap this idiot around? You know what I mean?
A lot.
I mean, like, you know,
Yes,
even though, like, I would have done it personally. You know,
I'd have done it.
I mean, but it's like, Terrence is like, you know, I ain't gotta do that to this idiot. You know what I'm saying?
No, you do.
You do. But you know.
Listen, all this like turn the other cheek. Let's take the moral high ground. Why do black people always have to turn the other cheek?
Yeah. I mean, but
I
ultimately,
think
like,
my moral high ground is to lick out your 32 teeth out your mouth. Crowded teeth that's in your mouth. Them piano teeth that you got, TEOFIMO Lopez. All of them should have got kicked out and on the floor.
But probably figured that like this dude ain't my time, but whatever. I mean, but it is what it is. But like,
but you got goons, you got
but that just shows you the TL no, like that just shows you like the coward TL really is deep down.
But you got friends, AJ. Bud's got mates. You can say, do you know what? Sort this idiot out at this event. Take him around the corner, beat him up in the toilet. Do you know what I mean? Bud Crawford don't have to do it. You got
Don't worry.
Good.
Don't worry, he gonna get his. He gonna get his.
Yeah,
I mean, because Buzz not the only one. It's like Najee,
Keyshawn Najee.
Keyshawn
Najee, they ate him as well.
Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Fatality.
Your wife and son They are lost to me now. The same pain sears both our hearts.
Brutality. Flawless victory.
It would have been a flawless victory. Come London and say that. Come London and say that. Like, and everyone gets so much of the wrong. One thing that I do love about London and also like whether it's Black London, like see Black London per se. We don't, AJ, I'm telling you, we don't rock with that. You see, the minute that he comes, if there's going to be a load of boxing, look, we had goons that ran up on Floyd Mayweather.
Oh shit!
Just the last time when he was here in Hatton Garden, they ran up on Floyd because it was wrong, but they didn't like, the Ackies didn't like the fact that Floyd was siding with whoever he's siding with in with the Palestinian in Israel. I think Floyd's siding with Israel.
Right.
So when he came here, all the black lads that are, some of them are black Muslims, some are just like, he rolled up, they turned over even his security there to get in the car. Floyd got roughed up and dusted up. One thing about the UK, we don't care, we'll get you out of the building. Now that was wrong because Floyd is allowed to have a stance of what stance he wants to stand at. It's his political prerogative right. You shouldn't want to beat someone up because they don't share the same political stance as you. That I'm not going for that. But I was just using it as an example. So what I'm saying is we'll dust you up real fast out here. So Teofimo Lopez, if we could have gone for the GOAT and dusted him up with his big security, you don't stand no chance. We don't do the racism thing here. And America, you lot are really slipping with just like letting people say N-words and this and that, and it's gone past your reach. And we actually do watch it, and we're like, ain't they beating people up? You got snitches that walk around, the no snitches.
No, I mean, because Chen, you know what it is.
It's crazy. You lot have gone to pot.
No, I mean, Chen, you know why that is, and I could honestly, I could attest to this because, like, you're talking to a person who's actually grown up and heard that word said by all races in high school.
I know, because you're where your location of where you live.
And now hearing it so many times, like around me, it's kind of desensitized me. So it's like, so it's like when I hear it said, I don't really like react much. You don't care, I mean, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So
when I hear a non-black say it, and I hate even black people saying it, and sometimes I say, but yeah. Listen, that word is a totally different, horrible word. Like, you lot dropped the ball on that one. And when we hear, the non-black say it, like, yeah, what about it? And to us, there may be some little, some low-key lads out here in the UK, I'm sure, they use it and they're like, oh, our generation don't. I don't know. I'm still about, is what I'm saying. And I don't hear. When we hear it, that you lot allow other people, when we hear other people say it, I know what you're saying, it desensitizes it to you. Every time, and I've had to get used to this sometimes in the space that I move in and in the box I get a pang, like a jolt, like I'm offended straight. We're like, what?
Yeah.
And no one's saying nothing. We can't believe it. Here, even our friends that are grown up with us, when we're all singing songs and it gets to the N word, they just stop there and jump back in afterwards. That's the respect that they have over here. You can't say it, you get beat up. Just because you don't get a pass here.
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean. By the way, Lisa made a good point in the comments. She said Teo's karma will come. Bud could have got sued.
Yeah,
that's also an option because Teo's like, he's the type, honestly, that I believe he'll do this. He's the type that will start shit, but then like when shit comes back on him, he'll try to sue who fucked him up. That's probably
I know he would
like
probably try and do that little rat.
Yeah, that little punk shit. He's a coward like that. That's what he'll try to do.
But what I'm saying is, you lot have got to take some accountability. You lot dropped the ball as a nation to allow people to say it, because as soon as people started to say it, you lot should have been fading them out.
It doesn't mean it's okay. I mean, sometimes, like it's not allowed in certain areas.
Okay.
No. I mean, I know it's not allowed. I mean, but I'm just saying, even though like we kind of let it slide a lot, or like most people do. Like
some people still don't like it though.
Some people, exactly. Some people will still not tolerate it. I've seen that before as well.
I've seen it even in this space. It's like, oh, I don't care. Like you go, but I'm gonna hit that. And I know there's some people that still catch a fade for it. But
yes,
I think so. The ball's so dropped, like you lot can't run after the ball and pick it back up now. It's like it'd be too much of a fight to get everyone to stop saying it that weren't black, and black people need to stop saying it themselves.
Because I heard a saying once. Somebody told me, like you said, stopping one person from saying it is not going to stop the entire world.
No, I know. I mean, maybe because
you know,
a little old island, and maybe we can control it a little bit more than you guys. But at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying. We're the little island. You lot are the big country. You're the ones that fucking let it drop, and now we're the one trying to do cleanup.
Yeah.
You lot should be cleaning it up. Why are we in the? Why are us in England that you lot don't even know that we're aware that you're aware of us? Because most of the time Americans are not even really aware what's going on in the UK. Why are we trying to clean up to what you lot dropped the milk, and why aren't you mopping it up? Why are we doing it?
It's a good question.
This is what I'm saying. So
we have Tio fucking idiots. Like just
boxing, but it is boxing
so.
Because this is what he brought into it. Do you see how he just pollutes it? He's cancerous because he pollutes it to things that it has to be. Where's he going after this? Because do you believe that nobody should fight him and he should be freezed out, or do you believe that people should fight him and just fade him?
Well, I want somebody to fade him. I kind of want somebody to beat him again. That's the only reason I want to see him continue fight, so he can take a second loss.
To fade him.
Yeah, I mean, Keyshawn and Shakur, they both said they fight him, but he won't fight them. That's the problem. So
yeah, but they can be quiet as well because they dropped the ball because they was all on the live with Ryan Garcia.
That I didn't like that at all. That's some bullshit.
I mean,
There's no excuse for that. There was no excuse for that.
Yeah,
inexcusable.
It's just not. Yeah, Ryan Garcia racist, Teofimo Lopez racist. It's just like, look, I'm so irked I broke my pen. I'm like, I'm pissed off. But
at this stage, I really don't care about Tio or his career or where he goes. I really don't, to be honest.
Yeah, neither do I. And we haven't for a long time because he's been doing this. And Cam and Mace, I don't know. You think that people don't really watch your podcast like me? I'm talking about myself. And you never know who watches it. I implore thee, the next time when you have certain people on your show, you actually do your research, because you had Teofimo Lopez right in there. And
they didn't grill him like they should have.
And not this instance, when you called Tank a monkey and all of that. You brought that up, and you allowed Teofimo to dust it away. And you didn't have enough information to stand solid.
I mean, because like when Najee confronted him, all Tio could do was stutter like an idiot. That's it. He couldn't even explain himself. Like, because you know what you're doing, and you know you're purposely ruffling feathers. It's like just the fucking coward idiot that you are.
Yeah, coward. But this is what I'm saying. But the like button didn't stand a chance. Tell them, Skills. Tell them, and Lisa. But Cam Mace didn't really know, like, the depths of it. It was like, oh yeah, son. Oh, you be calling niggas monkeys and shit. Yeah, and Tia was like, no, I wasn't like that because I'm the takeover.
Okay. What was it like? Explain.
What was it like? But Cam and Mace didn't press him. Mace kind of did. I was like, I don't know, son. Mace talks all like he's taking NyQuil. And listen, and then Tio swifted himself out of that little slippery snake on his belly, servant, hijo del diablo self.
I mean, but he claims that he wants the Boots fight next. The Boots fight next.
Boots will wash him.
I don't believe him, but I hope he gets the fight because I want Boots to put him in the hospital. So
yeah, listen, Tio.
Nice.
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
We don't believe you. Leave us alone. We don't believe anything that you've got to say. Nothing, nada, cero. Never will, nunca. Okay? We don't. We're going to throw you away.
That thing, Boots can't stay there for long, though, man.
I mean, huh?
No, I was just saying, side note, Boots can't stay at lightweight. Sorry, at welterweight for long. He's gonna have to move up soon.
They move up because they're all doing that freeze out thing where it's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to be undisputed. Welcome, welcome
Brian
to
Norman playing games.
Welcome to where you came from, where you was okay when you was PBC affiliated. Now that you're Eddie Hearn matchroom, now you can see the fuckeries in the booty. I don't really have a lot of time for Boots either. My God, honest truth, because I remember how he used to act to where he's acting, how he acts into that. So whatever happens, I mean, I can do it unbiased, fight for fight, style for style matchup. Who he beats, and he washes TEOFIMO Lopez, but I'm not his friend. Let's put it that way. I see him as well, and all the fuck shit that he'd be doing, and the stuff that he's doing with Bud and all of that. Yeah, Fraserhead. Yep.
I think because what did you say best? Like back when he was PBC, they were trying to establish Boots as the anti-Crawford, pretty much.
Yeah, and all that. And he was quite fine doing it, and I'm not with it. So from there, I've never been, like I said, I can unbiasedly pitch like a prediction with him, and like I said, he washes TEOFIMO Lopez. Boots is a good fighter, just needs to prove himself. He's had 30 odd fights, but just on the style for style matchup, he feeds out TEOFIMO. That is stoppage first 5 rounds.
Yeah, I don't see him making it past 6.
Doesn't at all.
No. I mean, because like Teo, he's only got one stoppage at super lightweight. So if you go to welterweight, you're not going to
it's even more.
Like,
You're not going to be
power gap is going to be even like wider.
135, yeah, like you said, 140. Yeah, okay, you did one, but you ain't done nothing, mate. You ain't done nothing. Your power doesn't transcend, and you're not going to be a big 147 pounder. Boots is really a middleweight. Let's have that right. This is what I'm saying. You got a middleweight that balls him out to. I've seen all the tricks and being around Shane and that, I've learned so much of the inside of the game and what these fighters go through. And I give them props for, what they do to make weight is fucking crazy. But weight bullying is just I know who's weight bullying and who's actually fights more towards their natural weight. And Devin don't fight towards his natural weight. Ryan Garcia, you're a 168 pounder. Let's just call it. Let's just tell the truth. You are. You are. You're 6 foot. When you walk around, we already know you walk around at 195. Ryan Garcia walks around at 190 and he lies and says, I walk around at 160, 66, 65. No, he doesn't. Wow. No, he doesn't. He walks around at 190, 195. If Canelo walks around at 195, why do you think Ryan doesn't? Don't lie. Canelo, we ain't.
Please get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night. Hey, get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, we ain't got time for it. That's all I wanted to say. So Ryan Garcia, no, you don't walk. So weight bully, lots of them are, and that's why I respect people like Roberto Duran and Tommy Earns and that. They knew where their place was and they went up. They went up. They're like, all right, cool. They went up and their skills went up with them. That's what made them true pound for pound fighters. You guys are not really true pound for pound fighters because every time when you lot do go up, your weight bullies, your knockouts stop, your performances get trash. You duck more because you know that at the higher weight you're not as good as you are at the lower weight. Roberto Duran, fucking Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler was always a 160 pounder.
Tommy Hearns, starting from 140, 47. They went up. Shane, he went up. Mayweather, he went up. Pacquiao, he went up. De La Hoya, he went up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because they knew that their skills could go with them. Absolutely.
These guys are not. This is why this pound for pound. This is bullshit. The only 3 people that should be on that fucking list should be, or 4 should be Alexander Usyk. Wherever you put him, no exact order. Inoue Inoue, Bud Crawford, and Canelo. If you want, you could squeeze him in. But them them 3, they're true pound for pound fighters. You could put 4, you put Canelo in. I ain't gonna bite off your head if you want to put Canelo in. If it was only 4 places. I just don't do the Dimitri Bivol and all of that. I know their skills are pound for pound skills, but I just do it that they've only been a champion at one weight. So until it changes,
that's what I base it by. It's like just this: if they've beaten a pound for pound fighter, that doesn't really count because they've done it they did it in their weight class. They'd have to move up and do something at another weight.
So I don't put you. That's what pound for pound was truly made out of. Yeah, you ascended weight divisions. You did.
Because I think there's once he beat Canelo, he cracked the list. He got on it. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's how he got on the list because he beat a pound for pound. And I mean, when you look at Berterbiev's and Bivol's skill set just as a whole, we know it's pound for pound worthy. We just haven't seen you ascend to do it elsewhere because that skill set that you got washes nearly everyone.
Yeah,
nearly everyone. Sure. That's why that skill set that they possess would wash everyone. They come from the Soviet. It washes everyone. Like Usyk's one, it washes everyone. But Usyk proved it. Cruiserweight, heavyweight. You understand? So I believe if Bivol and them lot could go up with that same skill set, it washes everyone below in the weight divisions. These fucking cats, it don't. Devin Haney's one doesn't. Regis Prograis, he ain't got it. It's not a pound for pound skill. No. TEOFIMO Lopez is not a pound for pound skill. No. Ryan Garcia hasn't done fuck all. It's not a pound for pound skill. Do you know what? Lomachenko is a pound for pound skill.
Oh, I think he beat Devin Haney and got jobbed.
Yeah, he got jobbed.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm at. So I'm a bit sick of. I was talking to Shane earlier, and I was like, I'm a bit sick of this era. I wish I didn't know about your era. That's what I wish, because then I would have no comparison, and I'd be in an ignorant state of bliss with everybody else that was born in like 1995.
I mean, Shane skipped 140 and went right up to 147.
Because he said he was starving himself for 2 days to make 135. 0 food, 2 days. So he thought, fuck 140. I'm already big for 140. Like, I can't do it. So this is what he did. He said, fuck it. Let me just go straight to 47. Yeah, there's more money. He even went to 54, where he was too small for 54. Yeah, but he did it. And he was still number one pound for pound. He had number one. That's why he was number one pound for pound for a few years in the Buddhism. Because even though he was smaller, his skills came up. His power still came up. He had stoppages. He had stoppages at 147.
See that?
Coming from 135, straight 8 consecutive knockouts.
Yeah, I mean, but all these young fighters, but just a bunch of prima donna, spoiled brats.
This is what I'm saying.
Nothing. Just undisciplined, nothing. Just want the easy route, easy cash. No discipline, no hard work, no nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So and they want 3, 4, 5, 6 million. Okay, listen, Linda.
For what?
For nothing. To look pretty. Drive.
I mean, but that's the problem. See, it's like when these guys have been overpaid the way they are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they're used to getting so much money that it's like they'll deter fights from happening. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. And you want to show us your trash fucking dress sense on Instagram. No one cares.
Who gives a shit, dude? I don't give a shit. You bought a fucking Rolex or a watch or some
earrings. Bought a Rolex,
you know
bought a Rollie, and you're wearing flares. Wicked.
Why don't you use that? Why don't you use that?
Shouts out to you for wearing flares.
Why don't you invest that money and make it grow? Why don't you invest it and make it grow even further? You know, I mean, like, why don't you like use that money you spend on some jewelry to invest it and make it build and grow?
They don't care. They don't give a shit, AJ.
I mean, it's like right now they need to start preparing for when the
styling and profiling. They're in it for styling and profiling.
It's like right now they need to start preparing for when the careers are over. You know what I mean? So they could like just have so they could always live off what was like take Sugar Ray and Lennox Lewis. They still got like hundreds of millions.
They've got their money.
Very wealthy. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got their money, love. They've got their money. Their skin look good. We see them. We saw them at the Ring magazine. Lennox Lewis, Skin looks amazing. You know, he's got the top shield dermatologist. Eat good food. Saved up his money. These lot are jokers, mate. I ain't got time for them. Anyway, we've wrapped up the show very well, AJ. I wanted to leave to you racist Gronk Pez last.
Yep. Fuck T.O. His next loss is around the corner. Screw him. Ain't got no interest in him or his career. So.
And we are going to. Oh yeah, we got Uncle Ronnie. I think we got Uncle Ronnie Shields maybe on Wednesday, but maybe not. He hit me up. He's got the Golden Gloves, inducted 2025 Hall of Fame in the Buddhism. So he
is he still training Jamal?
He showed me the award. He sent me on WhatsApp the award.
Nice.
Like, yay! So yeah, we.
Is he still training Jamal or no?
I haven't spoken to him about Jamal in ages. And when I speak to Uncle Ronnie now, I don't always speak about boxing. I speak about like what's going on.
Okay, just normal talk, casual talk.
Yeah, I don't like what's going on with Jamal. Like unless it's something specific. No, I don't really talk to him about boxing until we get on the show, actually. Or if I go and meet him when he comes to England, I always go and meet him. We always and his wife, my auntie Mona. So I've met them as well. So I've met her. And when she comes over on vacation by herself, she'll come and meet me because she actually has a sister that lives here. Yeah, they're from the islands, Antigua. So they came here, but then Auntie Mona went to America, met Uncle Ronnie, but her sister stayed here. So yeah, British. The British is in the building. Yeah, so it's been amazing. I've had a really great show. We are going to do the AJ and Wilder deep dive. Last three. Sorry, guys. I had the worst, women's thing that comes every month that just fucks me all the way up. So I've come out on the flip side. Still a little bit of pain there, but it was okay. It was okay to do the show. I actually forgot about the pain. I've had a really great show. I've had a great time with AJ.
Likewise.
A great time with Leon. And we have to shout out to Sugar Shay Mosey that was in the building. We got some news as well. As well. So I'll probably just say it in the thingy, but maybe I'll get Shane to come on the thing anyway because he's going to be doing some stuff anyway. But he's actually incorporating little old me in it, so it's going to be fun. So AJ, thank you very much. I love you dearly, and please go into the Discord, AJ. Thank you, Lisa Bell. She is always there. Put the notifications on so you can see what's going on there. I need to see you there at least a couple of times a day, AJ.
I will. I promise.
Anything you want, there's different rooms. I do see you in there, but shout out to my sister Lisa Bell. She'll be in there as well. And I'll call a group thing and we'll do a group thing there. Okay?
Sounds goody.
Love you.
Love you, boy. Catch you on the flip.
Bye.
Later.
Bye. AJ's with the Buddhism. So let me do the members only roll call. You guys, it's been amazing. I've had a really good time on the show today. I've had a really good time coming back. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for everybody that came over from the Untouchables as well. I saw you. Wow. I'm waiting for Fatty. Where have you been? Fatty, I haven't seen you in the Buddhism. You've been using in the Buddhism on the show. You can't even come to my Buddhism. What? Come on now, son. Anyway, we've got football topic in the Buddhism. King boxing with up, Lady Chan in the Buddhism. Dr. P, Wales' finest in the Buddhism. Mark Niggly Nash 2-3 in the Buddhism. Virtuoso in the Buddhism. Money King boxing in the Buddhism. Zara K in the Buddhism. The Queen that never fails, my sister Lisa Bales in the Buddhism. Nesta Bedford in the Buddhism. What up, boy? What up, gangster? Retro boxing and documentaries in the Buddhism. Con Shawnery. How could I see Con Shawnery? Con Shawnery was round at Fatty's. Con, I see you getting into loads of trouble. Con, behave yourself. I can't save you. It Buddhism. Love you, Consordo. Harlem's finest, my sister Art to the left. And happy Mother's Day to all my Americans as well. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you guys had a good one. Also, we had AJL Day. D-Style boxing. I gotta come over to yours, D-Style. Mi hermano también en el edificio. Ya tú sabes. And last but not least, el primero en el edificio. Otra vez, ya tú sabes también. Anyway, guys, you know I'm here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, you know, God. Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
To get the truth, you need to seek knowledge, and knowledge is what? Knowledge is key. Search for Guan, you know, search for Guan.
So if it Guan, not bad to see nothing because nothing I got Guan. Lock off your eyes, cock me, make you cock.
Right, we wanna like them.
Them not like me, some me not like them. Man, I figure set this straight and clarify. Put fire upon a pagan, aim for the cranium. Turn off the news, there's a bag of lies. Worst raised man, wanna inform up, fun Babylon and every one of them dirty guys. And if they wanna go around the order, I guarantee somebody's dropping flight.
I wonder when I've got a spooky eye condition. I wonder when my eyes are, it's getting warmer. Maybe my eyes will change. Change. I got like mood lighting eyes, like my nanny. And sometimes they can just be stuck on a color, and sometimes they be it's used to get really people weirded out at school about that. You know, you could wake up and you got like a hue of green eyes, wake up grey. Mine are usually grey, dark grey to light grey. So it's just like, guys, it's quite a go check it out. My late nanny was like David Bowie. She was David Bowie, green eye, brown eye, blue eye, and then it would change as well. So it was crazy. Yeah, I just was saying that because I noticed. I was like, yeah, I've had this color, no problem. Anyway, not rambling. You know, I'm here to deal with stats, facts, and data.
I have opinions just like anyone else. You got opinions, but unlike what you're doing is I bring facts, data, statistics, things you can go look up yourself.
And okay, entonces recuerda mi gente del mundo. Estoy lista para ti, para todos, siempre. Ya tú sabes.
Listos para los chingazos! Listos para los chingazos!
You know, I am that bitch. Always been that bitch. Always will be that bitch. And, you know, I signed up for the job. I don't know, a lot of you lot. Some of you lot love it. Some of you don't like it. But, you know, you're stuck with it. I am the female Bengali.
It's hype, you suck at life, you don't want a round three. Worship the queen and your mic to pass. Keep it real, these chicks couldn't wipe my anyway, stylist, go get Ferrari. I am the ultimate Bengali. These chickens can't even spell that. You hoes bugging, repel that.
TEOFIMO Lopez, you and your whole family lineage. Mierda. Hijo del diablo. Coños. Payasos. That's for you. And that was for your daddy. Guys, you know where we're at. We're at the weekly wrap up. Shiggity, shiggity, where? Shiggity, talking boxing. You know, I love talking boxing. Thank you for rocking with me. And, you know, we back slowly but surely. And yeah, we've got some new guests coming in, and thank you for rocking with me. So I'll leave it from me to you, from you to me. You dares, Rodders. You dares. Anyway, I'm gone. Here you go, Liz Lady Shan, rep no less. Combats with Shan. Gian Ra. TEOFIMO Lopez in your racist ass. But you know what? We shouldn't even give you too much, you know, shine, because I am rating Suarez. Suarez Don't worry. You're 36. Maybe you might get a championship, but you know what? The respect is always in the Buddhism. CHANN! See you soon.
Yeah, fight.